Okay, so the last thing we did was more or less select a faction for the rest of the game, and I decided to side with the good guys, quote unquote, which is Planet Deus Ex, or PDX. The other side is World Corp, and my next mission is to essentially infiltrate their headquarters this time and do a number of things. I will be doing a side quest there as well, just to get out of the way, but let's do a little bit of housekeeping first. First off, I need to be briefed on the side quest. So let's just go talk to Evil Invasion and see what he has to say.
Hey.
Hello Trescon. How's it going? Hope KK didn't wear you out.
Nah, I'll be alright. Just gotta get back into the whole spy business again.
Anything I can help with?
Your name came up in connection with a security program called Black Ice.
Ah yes, I programmed it, along with that guy.
Which guy?
No. That
What
guy
guy?
is Handle. He's a true nerd. He never leaves his beloved terminal.
Who guy?
I'm quite sure he's still employed at World Corp. Unlike me, he had nothing against working for free.
You wouldn't happen to know anything interesting about Black Ice.
Yes, I know quite a bit about it, of course. Including how to bypass it if you need to.
I certainly do.
You'll need an update for Icebreaker most people in the city use. As far as I remember, you don't know much about hacking, do you?
Yeah, I've learned by now.
I'll increase the skill
Alright,
after the
no problem
conversation.
then. Here, I'll upload the update to your data vault. This should allow you to hack into World Corp systems without being detected by Black Ice. Of course, if you stay too long in there, it'll notice you eventually, so you need to be as careful as you are with any other system. World Corp tech monkeys protect their system well, and they're slightly complicated to hack.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
If you want to know more about the security of World Corp, maybe you should try asking Raving Nutter. He sent that kid of his in there not too long ago.
Yes, I know. He said you designed a simpler version of Black Ice for him.
That's true. The full version required a large network of high-speed servers to run, and the kid didn't have it at his disposal. I'm sorry the light version wasn't able to provide full protection for the boy.
Yes. He seems to have been hit hard. But it's rarely
So this is the
convenient to
part
bring
which
a whole
becomes
server
really
farm under
Deus Ex-y. I'm
infiltration.
kind of lost here
What if his
with
augmentation
what's
is
going on with this side
Never seen
mission.
anybody hit it with the arms.
You should talk to Jonas about
You know,
that.
it's just a
He
bunch
made
of
them.
hacking, nano
augmentation is
ogs,
not
and
my field of expertise.
stuff like
I
that.
understand. You've been a great help. Thank you.
Wait, I want to ask you something. Are you planning to go into World Corp?
I
do you
already
mean?
am.
I mean, into the basement levels. The basement levels that don't exist.
Maybe I am. Why?
I want you to help me with a very important task. I want you to undo a great mistake I once made. I want you to find the Black Ice mainframe and corrupt the program.
Why? And how?
I helped make that program. I didn't even consider how King wanted to use it. Black Ice is used to monitor all World Corp employees. If someone isn't working as efficiently as he could, Black Ice will record him and turn him into King. It also makes sure nobody trespasses on World Corp territory. If anybody tries to gain access without proper clearance, their frontal lobes will be fried.
Sounds like you created Big Brother.
Yes, I have. You need to destroy it.
That brings us to the next question. How?
Here, I'm gonna upload these executables into your database. When you find the Black Ice mainframe in the World Corp sublevel, log into it and upload them into the server. They will then auto-execute and wreak havoc upon the program. If Black Ice doesn't quarantine them first, that is. But it shouldn't be able to do that.
I see. And what of that guy? Will he be cooperative?
Quite certain he will not, in fact. I prefer you don't let him see you. He's not a bad guy, he's just not well in the head. He spent too many hours on the internet. If you can manage to distract him
I don't
for a
want to know
while,
what he's done on the
you should have
internet.
time
I
to
think
hack
that's
the
enough
mainframe.
information.
And if I fail to hack it?
That guy isn't the most focused person in the world. I'm sure he's written his login and password down somewhere. Try to look around a bit and find it. I'm sure it'll be there.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. Any idea how I find that basement facility?
Not exactly, but I'm willing to bet there's an entrance inside their headquarters. You may also be able to find an entrance in the sewers, but I don't recommend that. The sewer system in this district is an extremely hostile environment. Finding anything down there is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
So, I don't really remember how to access the sewers, but Instead, I will just be taking a more direct route, which I think is actually supposed to be the exit, but I will just be taking that instead.
Does this color make me look fat?
No, it does not. I believe Jonas should say something a little more. Let's just check. I don't really remember this mission particularly
I
well.
want to ask you about Andreas.
Andreas? My star patient, yes?
You made his odds, no?
That I did. Damn good job I did too.
How modest of you. Anyway, I've never seen a kid with augmentations before.
That's because they're goddamn difficult to implant dogs in. Usually you...
Okay, so this is really just more background
but
stuff.
This Andreas had an odd compatibility with the technology. Still wasn't easy to adapt them to his body.
I really don't know
Perhaps make
anything
sure they
about
stay in place as he grows
Andreas.
up.
This is like he's not really directly
So,
relevant.
what do you know about this black ice?
Oh, you should talk to Evil Invasion about that. He made that program. And he also created a cut-down version for the kid. Didn't work, of course, but it can't all be as brilliant as I.
Ugh.
I already spoke to Evil.
Good for you, then. I have nothing more to add. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, well, thank you for being so useful, Jonas. I thought you made this game. Aren't you supposed to be more helpful? Oh well. So, that's just a little bit of context on how to get into the sub-levels. There's either a secret entrance, or I can get in through the sewers. I'll be using the secret entrance mainly because I don't remember where the sewer entrance is. I think I need to find a key first, and then I get into a vent or something like that. Before that, though, I would like to do a little bit of housekeeping. First off, I would just like to head over to the weapons shop. Well, I already was talking about all the glitches in the last session. But this ATM bug and the mechanics is really complicated. Well, for the most part, I was just talking about how the bug kind of worked between the three main maps, and how the subway seemed to be the key on making the whole thing fail to update. Although the shortcuts by Yard Bomb were also seemed to be another factor in not having the information transfer across maps. There is in fact a fourth map with an ATM, and it's right here. And I actually, I don't remember what exactly happens if I withdraw money from here, but I can do that. I'm not sure if it will transfer across, but let's just cheat and get more money anyway. So that's another 500. Yay. Here though, I am probably going to try to play stealthily this time instead of messing around and killing everyone. So let's just steal this crossbow in plain sight with the lights on. And grab some ammo for this as well. So I don't remember showing this just yet, but you can pretty much grab everything you want here from the boxes and these vending machines as well. Scroll wheel doesn't work that well here, but you can pretty much get almost every ammo type. It looks like you can't get rockets or lethal darts, but I can get tranquilizer darts here. So let's just grab 4 of those, duplicate them so I can pretty much double it, and also grab a laser mod. I can also grab grenades here, and a bunch of environmental stuff which isn't that useful. Also some tools here, lockpicks and multi-tools. I have no idea what I can do with a hammer or screwdriver or a wrench. It's hammer time! It's tightening time! It's screw stabbing time. So yeah, they're just a bunch of silly names there. So let's just wait for the RAM to clear out, so I can apply this laser mod. There are 2 more augmentation upgrades I can grab from Kunio-kun, but I don't have the credits for that. I think 3 is plenty. Let's equip that. I only have 1 rocket left for this. So I was thinking of grabbing the Law, the LAW, but apparently I can only hold 1 at a time. I can't grab all 3 of them here. And keep them in my inventory, so I'll probably just keep the 1 rocket I have left, and see if I can grab more rockets. Now this is a little bit out of the way, again, but I just wanted to show one more thing, just one more, technically 3, just another little secret or Easter egg. And I did manage to find a computer with the IRC client on it. So I'll be heading over there now. And that's on another map. Let's check the ATM here and see if it has money. It has 500. So let's just grab another 500. Yeah. Yoink. Let's head back to Phasmatis's apartment in that building. So when it comes to the ATM in Raven's shop, this probably requires more experimentation, but I think that's actually completely independent, or almost independent. I really can't remember at all. But yeah, the account data is not as global as it can. It's very, very finicky code. That guy's still hostile. Let's just head up. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Okay. This is the first area you end up in when you start the game. Unfortunately there isn't actually much in here. It's really just Phasmatis's apartment and the basement, so all of the other apartments are actually empty. It's kind of unfortunate. Although I did end up going... I did end up checking if there were rooms by just cheating. Just outside of this session, and apparently the entirety of that the city outside is actually fully modeled, so it's actually not a 3D skybox or a miniature one. It's actually just a copy of the entire city, so the entire place still lags. Okay, so this is Phasmatis's computer. I checked this out right in the beginning of the game, but let's log in again. What is the login information? Phasmatis and Theus with an I. Just log in here. And now we have a bunch of emails and an applications button here. And you have Tetris, Breakout, and an IRC client. So this should work. I'm not really sure actually. Let's look at the other 2 first. So this is Tetris. It really is actually a full-fledged recreation of Tetris. It uses keyboard controls, so you press up to rotate. And instead of using the system where you have floating pieces, the pieces actually do fall down, so it uses that weird system of Tetris. So if you clear a line with a floating piece, it will actually fall down. Kind of weird. Definitely not a standard control, but yeah. So yes, as you can see there, the piece actually fell down. Return, and we have breakout as well. This has passwords, which is pretty cool. So the first passcode says the P is P-shaped, and you have lives and all that. Controls here are pretty simple as well. You press space to launch a ball, and I'm clearly not very good at breakout. Oh no, okay, let's launch it up there. Yeah, time for the epic one. Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh my, I'm already in the next level. And the passcode for this second level is an alleged Cylon. I think that's a reference to... what was it? Battlestar Galactica? Game over. Let's log out there. Oh, wait no. Press the wrong button. Asthmatis... Yes. Okay, so this is actually an IRC client. It's running in the Unreal Engine. It will go to the official IRC channel on the Game Search for servers, IRC servers. First, you just put in a nickname. Let's see if this actually works. Press enter. Connecting to Game Search. Connected. And oh, there we go. Message of the day is missing. So now I'm actually in the channel. Unfortunately, there is actually only one user, an operator named Jim, and that's pretty much it. But no one here in this channel. Which is rather unfortunate. Let's just type something in. Hello world. So yeah, I'm actually in the IRC channel right now. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so the IRC channel here is just OTP, and let's just log out. So no one's there. Right, enough dilly-dallying. Let's get out of here. Take this elevator, because it's already up here. And actually go on with doing these missions, moving on to the story. So it's a kind of a weird scenario. You know, all these people are based on real people. There's a lot of comedy, there's a lot of seriousness, but I think as you kind of move on forwards through the story, you know, instead of being these parodies or caricatures of fallen people, they actually end up becoming more serious, as if this is their world, right? You know, people are killed, and there's conspiracies, and it's kind of interesting to see how the story kind of evolves, because right now I'm about to infiltrate the enemy building, and this time around it's taken very seriously. And you know, everyone there is hostile and all that as well. So, let's take a look here. I can't go through the front door because there are two hostile robots. So let's just go through the car park. Yeah. I'd be a little concerned for the cars with sharp angles like that, but oh well.
I've done a bit
It's
of
not
research.
like cars
It
work
turns
in
out
this
that
game
WorldCorp is
anyway.
taking more security precautions than I thought. There's an advanced electro-wave screening field around their server room, which will prevent our spyware devices from picking up anything in there. You'll need to go to their security center on the 3rd floor and disable that screening field. But it doesn't really matter if you do it before or after placing the spyware. I've dug up some floor plans on the building. I'm sending them to your data vault now. Good luck.
Okay, so one of the ways into the lower levels is actually by opening this vent. And oh, since when did I get a key? I can never remember where I get this key. All of a sudden I have it. That's weird. So this is one way into the lower levels. And I think it pretty much just takes me through the sewers. I didn't really plan on taking that route. I suppose I could. But instead, let's just take the elevator. So there are 2 elevators here. One goes to parking, and the other goes to all the upper floors as well. Let's see if I can take care of that. That's gonna be a bit of a... Oh, what? Wrong button. There's no door button here. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I think you get a key to this later, maybe, but you know, just like any other secret base, you can get to a secret level by just opening this panel here. So let's just unlock that. Open that, and you get a panel. Now I have no idea, I really don't remember what's down here, so let's just see how things go. Right, so there's a robot right there. I think it just saw me. I only have 1 rocket, so let's just see if I can shoot that. Oh wait a minute, I have radar transparency now. I need to reload. Yeah, just give me a minute. And there we go. There are a lot of augmentations in Deus Ex. 12 in fact, and they use all of the F keys. So F1 to F12. That's really probably what makes Deus Ex difficult now, in that there are a lot of buttons, and no one really uses the F keys. So that's really probably what I like the most about Biomod, which unfortunately I don't think really works here in the Nameless mod. Many of them are made more automatic, more in the style of Deus Ex Human Revolution. Here though, I kind of have to activate everything manually. So there's a dead guy with some leaky stuff. Let's just loot the body. That's a magazine upgrade. What shall I upgrade here? Let's just put it into my... No, I don't know what to put it in. Let's put it into Trescon's pistols, actually. I have 22 rounds now. I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. So this is just extra loot. Now the goal here is I need to get down and find, you know, where everything is. There's an LAW. I don't think I have inventory space for that. There we go, just. So that will be useful because I don't have any rockets left. Right. Now, since I went through the hacking path, I don't think I need to sneak through a lot of stuff. I'm already halfway through the map, I think. So I think I just go up through here. So normally I would actually come from behind those boxes, I think. There's a secret, there's like a vent there or something. So I end up behind those crates there. Instead, I just end up at the elevator. Yeah, there's another enemy there. I can't remember if... I don't think that goes anywhere. The elevator there is broken, so... Kinda just have to go around. And here... Yeah, we're kind of inside. There are a bunch of explosives there. And a cracked wall, so let's just blow that up. Hopefully without killing myself in the process. Let's use these. If I can hit them. Ooh, ouch. Very big explosion. So, I remember several times I just died accidentally because I couldn't get a good shot. And I had to stand closer, so... Don't need that? Okay. Oh, wait, no, I need to heal. And we have a cool explosion bonus. Oh, was he standing right there? Well, at least the notes are intact. Let's see what they say. Contact Lucy at sweetgirl@yahoo.com. Oh, hello, Morigi and all of you guys. Nice to see that I'm being raided. Thanks for the raid. Let's see what this note says. Bunch of notes. Remember to bring more coffee. Hearing movement behind the wall. Between labs and prison block. Probably rats. Should tell mates... Whoops. Killed him. Nameless mod is going pretty cool. I kind of have a plan, sort of, to try to get through the halfway point in this game. But yeah. So at the moment, I'm trying to infiltrate the secret sub-levels of this place. And kind of hack stuff. It's Deus Ex, what do you expect? Yeah, don't know if you've actually played the Nameless mod though, but here we are. So I've played this so many times. I've played the Nameless mod so many times as well, and I kind of get confused at sometimes at which is from Deus Ex or not. So there's a guy right there. Oh, and I just got spotted. Would this work? Well, seriously, I hit the wall. But you hit boxes.
What he doesn't have in firepower, he makes up for in cowardice.
Don't turn around.
I'll get him.
Okay, never mind that. Let's just kill him.
Just a scratch.
Okay. Half-Life is kind of the same age as Deus Ex, really. Half-Life came out in 1996, I believe? Or 1998, I can't remember now. Deus Ex came out in the year 2000, and was actually inspired by Half-Life, according to the design documents. So I've read those, it's pretty cool. Yeah, this on the other hand is the Nameless mod. So this is a full mod conversion, which actually created an entire campaign, sort of like Enderal for the Elder Scrolls, or that came much later. Yeah, and thanks for the follow as well. Right, so I'm in the labs now. Okay, now I need to find out where I'm supposed to go. Oh, that's a robot. At least the scientists aren't hostile, I think. I should be able to grab some stuff here. An augmentation upgrade. Let's grab that. The doors. The doors. Don't do that. Okay. Augmentation upgrade. Inventory. Let's see here. Let the RAM flush out. Okay. I don't have any rockets left, so I guess I should throw this away. Oh well. I have tons of explosives anyway. And this augmentation is Aqualung. Okay, let's throw that away. Let's clear out some space. Somehow. What should I upgrade? Radar transmit. I guess I'll upgrade that. Wait, no, that was the activate button. Whoops. Upgrade. I'll get the get gun back. Who needs Aqualung? Funnily enough though, now that you mention that, the swimming ability, in the Nameless mod they actually did replace that. So pretty much every mod replaces swimming with something else. So here, I actually have fists, so I can punch people. So it's actually a fist skill. Yay, I can punch people now. Way better than JC Denton. He just slices people with his sword. Okay. Let's see here. Why are they so bad as the tranquilizer darts? No, not really. What's really fascinating about this, is that like other modifications, they do try to be more combat oriented. This truly is. Okay, thank you for distracting me. So much for non-lethal. So this is actually a full Deus Ex style game in its own right. I can do stealth if I really want. If the tranquilizer that was useful. It's a full campaign, so it actually takes about 20 hours to finish. I'm kind of about 1/3 through the game. Okay, no stealth bonus for me then. I can just cheat for money anyway. Let's probably duplicate more of these. Please ignore that. Just look away from the monitor for a couple seconds. So yeah, it got tons of great reviews because it is such a well-designed series of levels, to the point where it's a full Deus Ex style game in its own right, and that's incredibly difficult to do, you know. There's another scientist. Can of cola, med box. Actually, I should probably. I'm already healed. Oh.
I knew they had to have a working UC somewhere. It just isn't practical to do all your research in a building without any means to test it. If they hide it down there, must mean their research isn't exactly ethical. Or legal, probably.
Okay, so I can actually get a rocket launcher here. I can't remember how to do it though. I think I just need to hack everything. Like I need to get the plans, put it in. I'll just use tons of grenades or something like that. That works as well. So upload quad schematics, import UC codes. Yeah, so if I really want like a unique rocket launcher, yeah. Yeah, nice seeing you, Zach. So yeah, there are a number of unique weapons here in the Nameless mod as well. There's like a shotgun, and I have these fancy dual-wielding pistols. There's also a rocket launcher here. I don't think I'm gonna put the time into doing that, because it's a bit of a hassle, and I have like 3 other explosives on me anyway. So I kind of just need to find a computer or something somewhere. This work? Is it here? Oh, I'm going back again. Oh, maybe it's on the other side here. So that's the exit. I don't think there's anything down there. Let's just become invisible and slash this. Oh, why is my... Oh, that's just the lighting. I thought that robot was leaking blood or something. And yeah, it's a really nice mod. Even though people thought the scenario and story was kind of weird, because it's it doesn't take itself seriously, you know. It kind of, you know, it's made by fans of Deus Ex, of course, but they ended up, you know, in order to fill out the world, they ended up putting themselves in as characters, and the entire world itself, it's kind of based on an internet forum. You know, the entire world is called Forum City in the future year of 2004, and it has a lot of internet jokes as well.
Where did that sound come from? Don't mess with me, I'm warning you. You're not
Oh,
supposed to be
whoopsie.
here. Get out at once.
Okay. Oops. So much for stealth. I pretty much messed up this mission. Guess I'll use this. Grenades. Why did I go off and get that tranquilizer thing? Why did I bother doing that? It's so useless. Like, I'm doing this for the sake of demonstrating the game as well, which is why I have I'm cheating like crazy, so let's just put the grenade back and the gas gun. There we go. More duplication.
Don't mess. Aha, you there. Get out of my server room at once.
Could you not do that? I can't break it. I need to use a different weapon for that. Thank you for the follows, all of you guys. It's yeah. The main goal of what I try to stream is to just kind of demonstrate these games, but also kind of look at new games as well, new games in my backlog as well. So yeah. Okay, so this is the main computer I'm supposed to hack into, and I need to find a password because I can't hack it. Really? Okay, so much for stealth. There's a notepad here which has the password, which is just TG God 42 with asterisks. Since I'm using a walkthrough, I have it here as well by my side in my notes. And thank you for the follow, Elemental Boy, as well. So TG asterisks God 42. Download user list, upload virus. A bunch of emails. Stop hacking me! No! Complaints. Final warning. WTF? Where the hell are you? What is your damn Trojan doing on my drive? Who is that? Emmett Serpentine. Okay, so that's the end of this mission.
Source located. Deploying countermeasures. You will not get out of here alive for me. Security subroutines not responded. Shutting down program. Access violation. Commencing critical reboot.
Okay, I think that's the end of that mission. Now this was a side quest, and this is really one of the more serious ones. Oh, that's a huge password. There's a huge list of stuff down here. Let's delete that note. Okay, so now for the main mission, which was to essentially infiltrate the upper part of this building, and oh, how do I get over here? And hack into the servers again. Oh dear. Whoops. Oh, this is the sewer entrance. Oh, might as well go this way. Yeah, so I think this is the sewer entrance. Oh, how do I get out of here? I can't remember. Where's the ladder? Do I have to be... Okay, you know what? Just look away from the monitor again. Yeah. Just ignore that. Okay, you can look back now. So this is where I came from, the secret elevator. And now I need to actually put a bug into this building, and you know, I've done the whole hacking route so many times that I actually can't remember how to do this in a different way. So like there's high security on this floor and all that, and I don't actually know how to get security clearance here. Because of that, I probably am just going to do that again. So... I don't remember coming... Is that a different door? Oh, right, yeah, so I can take the stairs as well, but I can't remember how to actually enter this floor. There are also a bunch of other things I can collect. Yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by, Yawn. Oh. Need to break into this server. Somehow get in there. And here we have the server room. So this is part of the main mission. Didn't know I could take that sneaking route. Let's disable the camera quickly. And now I just need to put this spyware device, this really obvious looking spyware device, on the server. So it's very discreet. Try not to think about it. It's just right there. It blends right in. And activate it.
So far, so good. Now you need to get the ES field on the 3rd floor down so the device can start transmitting.
Ah, and there's a key. Okay. Okay, now I need to get to the 3rd floor.
Oh my god! Take him down.
Don't worry, I'm heading right out. There you go. Bye. Okay, 3rd floor. Yes, all of this is a mod. It's called the Nameless mod. Really quite amazing. It took 7 years to develop. Made from the biggest fans of Deus Ex from the Planet's Deus Ex forums. And it came out about 10 years ago in 2009. And yeah, it really is crazy because it's a huge campaign. With its own bit of quirkiness as well. Because it's made by the fans as well, there are tons and tons of Easter eggs and references that kind of point out all the engine flaws and all that. So there are like Easter eggs and stuff, and lots of lamp shading as well. Unfortunately, I kind of went through all of those Easter eggs in the previous stream. So the purpose of this stream really is just to move forward through the game. So not really much zaniness to find compared to the previous one. I will run into some more after I finish this mission though. Just as soon as I break into the security room. I am also applying some other mods as well, so hello demon creature, how are you? Yeah, it's kind of amazing. I'm also using HD textures and HD models, it's called New Vision and HDTP. If you want to play the original Deus Ex with that, you can get Deus Ex Revision. I'm doing alright. You can get Deus Ex Revision, and it's actually available on Steam, so you don't need to deal with modifications and all that finicky stuff too much. For the Nameless mod though, you do still kind of need to do that, modding and whatnot. Right, let's just hack into this again. I need to duplicate some more of these. Okay, so this is the security room.
There he is. Don't let him get out of here.
It says security right there. Unfortunately, there isn't really a way for me to break into this without killing everyone, so let's just kill everyone. Ooh. No, don't turn on the alarm. There we go. There we go. Missed a few headshots. Yeah, that blue signal thing is actually bullet time. Slow motion bullet time as well. It's something you need to unlock after finishing this game, after finding a bunch of secrets. Or you can just, you know, do what I did and go into the configuration file and switch a 0 to a 1. But, yeah, hopefully, well, again, this was something I did in the previous session, unfortunately, but I kind of showed how to unlock that. You kind of just find a number of Easter eggs, so.
Perfect. The field is down and the device is transmitting. Get back here and let's see what we can get out of it.
Cool. Okay, so, that was kind of a disaster. Let's just, mosey on out of here. Let's take the stairs this time. Be a little bit more discreet. Second floor. First. Oh, hello. You heard something. Okay, that's good. You didn't see anything. Dun, 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 dun. Let's escape through the parking lot. Yeah, so I've been around here before. Just they're all sleeping, taking their scheduled nap. Yes, I'm not that bloodthirsty, am I? So, he was one of the... With my fists. I made them go to sleep with my fists.
We're countering your every damn move. Our coup de grace will come when you least expect it.
So, this is the corporate district, one of the 3 major maps, and this, along with the other 2, really pushes the Unreal Engine to its limits. The Unreal Engine 1, which is what Deus Ex was made in that this is a really big map. So, you know, even for the original Deus Ex, as open world as it is, it's technically a linear game. This is an open world map, like truly. You don't go from level to level. You can. This is actually a hub. There's a subway system here where you can go to the other 2 maps. It's kind of buggy. It causes a few bugs, but it's still pretty cool. It's very overwhelming though, in my opinion. But because of its sheer size, and it's kind of dark. Thank you. It's kind of what I do. I try to do that. If I'm not talking about games, I usually try to learn about them, really. But yeah, it's also because I've played this game. Yeah, it's Deus Ex. You play it a dozen times, and I've played this a few times as well. One thing that's kind of cool about this is so this is the main headquarters for the good guy side, which is the faction I chose. It's a really big fortress as well, kind of. Even though, you know, there are crates everywhere, and there's an office in the women's toilets.
Does this color make me look fat?
But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Trescon,
here you go.
You did it. We started receiving the transmissions as soon as the box went online. Here's 500 credits for a job well done, and 100 extra for keeping the casualties low. I hope it's enough for now.
Ooh, keeping the casualties low. Did I?
Data, but we haven't managed to decrypt it all yet.
Was there anything
Those are
useful
just
in
sleeping bullets.
Yes, I already decrypted some of King's personal files, straight from the hard drive of his own workstation. Apparently his researchers discovered something important in a few files they stole from the archives of the old DXI project. The archaeologists participating in the DXI excavation found some mention of a relic called the Fire Staff, the admin staff.
The Fire Staff.
The archaeologists
The
believe this to be
admin
an
staff.
artifact which held complete admin power over the old DXI city.
Alright. But what about Deus? You found no more clues.
Yeah, whatever the Fire Staff is mentioned in Scar's files, so is Deus Diablo. Apparently, in addition to the admin's powers, the Fire Staff can also act as a compass, allowing the wielder to locate other people resonating with the same sort of power.
So you mean the wielder of the Fire Staff can use it to locate other administrators?
Yes, or at least Scar thinks it can. If we get that staff, we can use it to track down Deus Diablo.
But if Scar is the one who kidnapped DD, then why would he be looking for the Fire Staff?
My bet is that Skara is covering his bases. He knows that the Fire Staff would allow us to locate Deus Diablo. By taking the Fire Staff for himself, he's making sure that there's no way for Deus to be found.
Oh
If we
no.
find that staff, maybe we'll finally solve his disappearance, and more importantly, we can't let Skara get his hands on the staff. Our archaeologists believe DXI to be an old version of Forum City, on which our current systems are based. The Fire Staff might override even the power of Despot. Imagine what might happen to this place if Skara achieved that kind of power.
Yes, it certainly wouldn't be a pretty sight. Okay, I'll go and get this Fire Staff. Tell me where to start looking.
I'm afraid it's not quite as simple as that. See, the basic workings of Forum City are pretty much all controlled from a large server complex hidden near the Temple of the Goat Cult. Here's the key to the main entrance. There's an old part of this facility which we thought to be completely without importance, until recently.
But
Skara proved us wrong, unintentionally. As a part of his persistent attempts to obtain Despot's admin password, he created an AI for the specific purpose.
It's great music as well. You can get it for free, of course. All original compositions.
We're not all total idiots after all. Something went wrong during the attack. As soon as Skara's AI, called Shadow Code, encountered our security systems, there was a clash of some kind that caused massive damage to the AI. But before it was completely destroyed, Shadow Code made it into the systems of the old complex. And there, it managed to hide from our systems. Furthermore, Shadow Code's logical systems were so messed up from the battle that it's effectively out of its mind. The old server complex is still connected.
Now we're turning into
the original
System Shock,
city, including the link to the DXI excavations. Shadow Code has blocked our access to these systems.
So Shadow Code's presence is preventing me from entering DXI, and I need to get rid of him first.
Precisely. A mandatory side mission, if you will. We will need to venture into the Goat City and proceed into the old part of the
Goat
server
City,
complex, where you must capture Shadow Code. Then you must upload him to your mind.
Oh, so this is more like the
Have you
Matrix.
ever seen Johnny Mnemonic? Remember what happened to the guy when he started putting too much stuff in his own brain?
Has anyone here seen Johnny
He
Mnemonic?
lost his childhood memories and almost died.
You're not helping.
I haven't.
We know it's risky, but it's the only way. Shadow Code contains much too much information to fit onto any sort of media available to us. You can forget about the 5 gigabytes of a DVD. The AI takes up several terabytes of memory.
The text there says tetrabytes. So,
if you upload the AI to this computer before you lose your mind, you'll be trapped in there. You don't have to worry about file size. Even the isolated computers in that complex have almost unlimited storage capacity.
Let me get this straight.
amazing.
Go to the complex,
So many
find the
terabytes.
AI, download it into my brain, find an isolated computer, and upload the AI to that, before I lose my wits.
I'm afraid it might not be quite that easy.
Easy? You said easy.
While you're shutting off the servers, Shadow Code will have full control of the systems of the old complex. And chances are, the AI will be doing everything in his power to stop you from downloading him. The plan is to shut off the servers, one by one, until he's trapped in the last one, and then download him from there.
Okay. I don't suppose there's an easier way to do this?
Well,
No.
no. Not really, no.
Better get to it then.
I suppose I could just
Where do I
load
find
a save where I've already done this. That's one way.
They've camouflaged the entrance rather well. We've been trying to find it, but ever since they started building their city in that part of Forum City, it's like it's disappeared. We think they may have moved that section into a separate domain. You'll need to find out how to enter the city on your own.
Oh my.
How will I do that?
Talk to the Llamas. They may know something.
Yeah, it's kind of long.
Maybe contacting them will at least cause
And
them
half of it doesn't make any
Or
sense.
attack you.
yeah.
Yeah,
Perfect.
perfect. Right. So, infiltrate this mysterious city of goats, enter the server complex, download an AI to my brain, and then delete them. Sounds simple enough. Since I'm here though, in the main headquarters for the faction I'm in, PDX, might as well give a bit of context. PDX is short for Planet Deus Ex. You can kind of see it there in that blurry texture. This is a nice little map. But Planet Deus Ex, along with the other forum planets, was actually a collection of internet forums around 10 years ago. It was all managed by GameSpy, and ever since GameSpy kind of closed down, I think about 5 years ago at this point, everything there's gone. Yeah, I was more of a Half-Life person, so I remember being on Planet Half-Life when I was younger. Did not know anything about Deus Ex, or Tribes, or Quake. It's really old. But yeah, like I said before, this setting is very... People say it's bizarre, but I think it makes a lot more sense. I hope it makes more sense to people now, but it's like everyone here is every named NPC here is actually based on someone who was from that forum, so it's kind of a cameo. You know, they've kind of been immortalized here. That forum culture, that bizarre internet culture, and everyone, like every valued member of the community here as well. And yeah, I think a lot of people try to tell you to ignore it, if in those reviews I remember reading, but yeah, you know, it's really fascinating to see, you know, these people turned into avatars in real life, not real life, but into
I get it. The virus is uploaded.
3D.
Black Ice is probably gone by now.
Good. And that guy, did he see you?
Yeah.
He seemed to be a hologram. He saw me, but there was nothing he could do to stop me.
Should have known
Oh,
that.
that's a
lazy
really
bum
awkward
would've found
camera
a way to
angle.
Carry out his work without having to leave his apartment. Here's a small reward for your troubles. I got it from Jonas, but I think you deserve it more.
Anytime.
Okay, just handing in that other side quest. So everyone here is yeah. The mod came out 10 years ago. So actually, the 10th anniversary was in March or April of this year. In actual fact, one of those people are actually coming back to revisit it.
I despise this clumsily programmed PM system. Ah, well. First time you should swing by my office. I have something for you. And please make it quick. I'm a busy man.
Yeah, so apparently some people are trying to make another update to this mod. I'm not really sure if it's like another patch or if it's like a 2.0 thing, but yeah, some of the people are actually coming back.
First time, I'm very busy right now, but I left an augmentation for you in your container. Same code as last time, 160486.
So for example, this guy, yeah, this guy's name is Jonas. His full name is Jonas Swaver, and that's actually his real name. You can look him up. You can look him up if you want. And this guy was actually the kind of the creative director for the Nameless mod, and you know, I guess drawing from that experience, he actually ended up making his own video game studio and is actually working on video games now. He owns his own studio. Now he left an augmentation for me, so let's just... Well, I already stole the previous one, so I don't need to put in the key. Yoink! Yeah, he's pretty busy now, but
This nail polish is so
I can't remember the name of his studio, but the game he's actually working on now, it was just announced last month in fact, is called Divinity Fallen Heroes, which is a spin-off of Divinity Original Sin. You know, which is kind of a not that prestigious, I suppose, now that I think about it, but it's a pretty good honor to you know, do an IP like that. So I just got an augmentation. Now I have a speed enhancement, so I can finally run through this faster. Which is pretty much why I've been saving those augmentation upgrades. So I should be able to get through this generally faster. And thank you for the follow, Epic Emperor. Takes a little while to close the menu, unfortunately. Why is it frozen? Oh dear. There we go. Yeah, it's a big mod. It really pushes the engine to its limits. So unfortunately going into the menu will actually cause everything to freeze like that. I'm not really sure what to do with this last augmentation upgrade. This upgrade, let's just decrease my power drain. And yeah, this, you know, since this is a mod made over the course of about 7 years, there's so much stuff here, so much detail, lots of gratuitous stuff as well, for better or worse. But you know, that's kind of the nature of a fan project. So now I can run faster. Let's just heal up here. Make sure I duplicate everything. What was I supposed to do now? Right. Figure out this whole mystery of the goats and stuff. So, let's go back to where I can find one of... Ooh, I can jump now. Ooh. I can't jump over a building in a single bound, unfortunately, but... so let's go to the downtown district, or central district here. And here we have another huge map. Humongous. Just as soon as the place stopped stuttering. Huge map. Now I need to investigate this whole goat and llama thing, which is, I have no idea what it is. I can only presume it's some kind of internet like in-joke from that forum, but yeah, there's apparently two weird cults. One about worshipping llamas, that silly looking animal, and goats, which is another silly looking animal. So I remember goat pictures being a thing, like a meme of sorts. But
Dresscon, welcome back. I owe you one for saving Silver.
Don't mention it. It was the right thing to do.
You can go right in. I bet High Priest Beefman is eager to speak with you.
Thank you.
right, so this is the Llama Temple. And a bunch of torii gates here, I guess. So yeah, like I said, this place is called Forum City, based on the Planet Deus Ex forums. So that's why it looks Deus Exy. And yeah, I am like, this was made essentially. Well, the idea for this started 17 years ago. But in this day and age, you know, all of these characters, all these fictional representations of avatars were an idea back then, but I'm sure that if you went into VR chat now and do all that, you know, VR stuff and even this VTuber stuff I'm doing right now, you would find stuff like this, you know.
Llama? Why are you wearing that?
And you know, in a modern context, that's one of the things which interests me about this, because this, you know, even though VR chat is relatively new, the idea of making 3D avatars for yourself and making the internet into a 3D world isn't a new idea. But even though they weren't capable of doing that all the way back then,
what those tablets actually say.
you know, these people,
What if they turn out to be ancient food recipes?
these people decided to make a portrayal of that here. So here is the head of the cult, I suppose, Beefman.
Hail, Trescan, I must confer with thee.
Oh, great beef man. What do you wish to talk about?
I must warn thee, if thy will is to travel to the city of Goat, thou shalt meet pure evil. The embodiment of the devil is there.
Okay.
How do you know, oh great one?
They hast been evil incarnate since the dawn of time. Thou impertinent scatesman, do not question the high priest of Lamar.
Oh, great one. I apologize.
A mere apology is enough this time. But thine ignorance may be the death of thee. If thou strayest into the territory of the goat, thou wouldst find thyself near to corruption by an immeasurable evil.
Why is he talking like that?
'Twas most definitely them that kidnapped thy moderator.
I, Trescan, hear the teachings of the great Llama High Priest, and I obey them.
He sounds so enthusiastic.
Thou wouldst be wise to do so.
Might I humbly ask for the great beef man to share with me the teachings of the Llama?
Ah, I am pleased to hear that thou hast come to seek the wisdom of the Mar. Please, make it thyself.
Oh, did I just click the wrong thing?
The fundamental principles of Llama.
Is he gonna go that on for like another 10 minutes?
The great, immortal, augmented Llama, Lamar, and all his divine teachings. The great Lamar sent me, his most holy high priest, in this world to spread forth the word.
And what is the word, your holy Lamaness?
The word is Llama.
Yay.
Yay.
The great Lamar graced us with 3 tablets of stone, into which the meaning of our very existence was carved. He placed these tablets in a most holy cavern deep beneath this very temple.
The meaning of life?
Forsooth, but there is a hindrance. To anybody but the one true Llama, the immortal chosen one, who has yet to manifest his presence amongst us. The tablets doth appear blank.
Oh.
We guard
Okay.
these precious tablets, these holiest of holy
They're just a
relics,
bunch of
from the
rocks?
ever-present antagonists, the evil horned ones, the vile goat heretics. They seek to destroy our tablets, for they do despise our God, the universal love and understanding for which he stands.
Horrible.
When the great Lamar granted us the mighty sport to keep the aggressors at bay, they did develop their unholy food.
Food?
Merciless weapon. The goats loathe
What?
all which is pure and beautiful in life. It is the duty of our fine organization to keep the tablets secure from their nefarious attacks of their agents, until such a time when the chosen one appeareth.
A noble cause indeed. And do the goats attack frequently?
They are relentless indeed. Like the Zerg swarm of StarCraft, they send wave after wave of demonic horned agents against us. Yet
I have no idea who wrote it. Probably a bunch of
we
people.
stand strong against their dark
It's
attacks.
Nice analogy.
like when it comes to mods like these, probably everyone contributed to adding Easter eggs and jokes and little stuff like that.
No, the tablets are, as I have mentioned, indecipherable for anybody but the one true Llama. Until such a person manifests himself, we must
I can name a few people.
Until then, it is imperative
Mainly just the leads, I suppose.
to protect the tablets.
Oh, I see.
Thank you for the lecture,
Thank you
great
for the lecture,
beef man.
great beef man.
Thou art welcome, Tracy.
You have too much
I only
beef
wish
in your
all
head.
poor lost
I
souls
think
of the
that's
city
it.
Have the same sense to sit as I speak it and hear my words. Please, speak it thee to Abomination on the way out.
Oh, I shall. Goodbye.
Okay. Beef man. So, that's another name of a user in this forum. Really cool. But yeah, it's... I guess the idea of having avatars is a pretty old idea. But it's come up in so many different ways. Now, if I follow this optional quest line, I will actually be able to access this keypad and what's behind this safe. But I'm just going to open it right now because I know the key code ahead of time, which is 1337. Yoink. Yeah. Now the reason for that is because I kind of want to demonstrate another Easter egg of sorts, and in order to do that I actually need to kind of ruin this quest line, so I can't get that reward. So that's an augmentation, obviously. I'll equip that later, I suppose. And yeah. Now, let's go talk to the one who actually has some sense.
That means the High Priest liked you. I have a mission for you then, to test your worthiness.
A mission, eh? Huh, go on.
Well, since you have rather the reputation around here, I'll give you a worthy quest. You must find out how to enter the Goat City.
Oh,
That's
really?
no small job.
Wow, what a
The Goat
coincidence.
City is a very mysterious place.
I was not planning on entering the Goat City at all.
Guard their secrets carefully. We've been looking for the entrance for, well, ever. If you can find it, you will surely reap the rewards.
You mean, you guys have been looking for this for several years? You want me to find it before I can join?
Well, yes. You better not waste any time either. When you've found the entrance, come back to me, and I'll give you 2,000 credits, an official Llama membership. Get going.
Yeah, let's not bother with that. So, that's Abomination. Seems to have... Ooh, it's frozen again. I think...
Just gone?
Oh, another message.
I know you've just visited the vile Llamas. Please do not believe anything they say, and do not do anything they tell you to. All they want is to use you to get to us. Meet me in the voodoo shop in the slums. I have a proposal for you.
Ooh, so someone from the goat side. I'm not really sure if that stuttering is going to continue. This is a big game. It takes up a lot of... well, I have a ton of RAM now, but it's pushing the limits of the memory limits of the engine. So, like this map also pushes the limits of the engine as well. There's this huge area behind here as well. Just absolutely huge map. So, let's go see what the other side has to say by going to the third map, the third major hub. Well, the third part of the major hub. Which is the slums. Another huge map as well. So, very different from Deus Ex in that you can move freely between all three maps, and it's pretty much a central area. You pretty much stay here for the entire game when you're between missions. There's something sort of like that when you go back to UNATCO in Deus Ex, but technically it's actually a different level entirely, so it's still a linear game. This though, it's an actual hub. You can go back and forth, and yeah, it causes a number of strange bugs. Like for example, I can just go to an ATM and draw money here. Yeah, I can actually go to a different map and actually withdraw money again from the same account. So it's supposed to save, like there's some weird techno wizardry, even though it's impossible to program. I don't know. I've already been over this like a couple times. It's just one of those weird bugs. Anyway, yeah, if you want to know more about the ATM bug to get infinite money, just watch another stream, I guess. So, on to the voodoo shop. Yard Bomb's voodoo shop. And here is some very edgy looking person. It says Goat High Priest. So I'm sure he can help me get into the city.
Greetings, Grover. I am glad you chose to meet me as I asked of you.
I'm investigating the abduction of one of the moderators on this board. Do you know anything I might want you to tell me?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. The Llamas did it.
What?
They did? How do you know?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They did it.
But do you have any proof?
Just look at them. They're guilty as hell.
I don't...
Don't you see the horns growing out of their foreheads? Don't you see their spiked tails lashing devilishly about behind them, ready to strike? Don't you read the evil in their eyes as they fix their fanatic gaze upon you?
Your eyes look kind of evil as well.
Don't you see the guilt written in their faces?
Not really, no.
Well, you will eventually. As I said, I have a proposal for you. I will give you a chance to be a very high-ranking member of the Goats, if you're willing to do something for us in return, to prove that you're on our side.
Indeed. And what might that be?
I need you to take this key to Abomination's office and infiltrate the Llama Temple. There you will obtain the plans for a new and upgraded version of their ridiculous Spork. In return for this favor, I will tell you how to enter our splendid city, where you may join our order and gain access to the endless fountains of milk.
Milk? Trademarked.
Milk?
I'm pretty sure he's been drinking that.
And you will know, Brober. You will know.
I'll look into it.
Yes, you do that. And may the glory of the Goats
Trademarked.
illuminate your path.
Okay, so, so, this is another one of those things which is a very big expansion of Deus Ex. I've already chosen one major faction which locked myself off from pretty much half of the game. This is another faction choice where I need to make to cut myself, and I end up cutting myself off from the rest of the game. So either I can side with the Goats, or I can side with the Llamas. And yeah, so this is a kind of a weird voodoo shop as well. There's some stuff up there. Warning: extra-dimensional hallway may cause nausea. So it just goes up and up. And there's some voodoo stuff here, like a floating head. Great conversation. And a bunch of doorways to places. And oh, there's some stuff for sale here with a fancy ninja sword. And here's the oh my. Yeah, don't think about it. Now, I'm just gonna pop on back. I'm a little concerned about that stuttering. So, oh, need to turn on the speed enhancement. So, I need to pick a side. Llamas or Goats? I either steal the spork from the llamas, who has some kind of super weapon, which is really just a spork, or I can get the plans to Goat City and give it to them. So let's just check back with Abomination one more time.
Ah, Triscon. Any luck on finding the entrance?
Yes. I met Dark Templar, and he asked me to betray you, of the Llamas, by stealing a set of plans for a new weapon from you.
What? Only the goats could concoct such filth. We'll make damn sure his
Damn
heretic
you.
plans will never come to pass.
What do you propose we do, Abomination?
I have an idea. Here, take the Sphinx set of plans.
Oh.
Give them to Dark Templar, so he'll show you the entrance to their city. Then return here to tell me where it is. We shall see who is betrayed today.
Fake plans? You just happen to have those on you.
You think too much, Tristan.
Yeah, try not to think about it.
Return to DT and give him the decoy at once. No time to waste. Goodbye.
Okay, that stuttering is a little bit too much for me. I think I've just been running this game for a bit too long. So I'm just gonna save. Yeah, always gotta have fake plans. I am just going to turn off the game and reset it actually. So the original Deus Ex kind of just had that floating icon, but yeah, they decided to just go. What's the term? They decided to just go all the way and make a fancy opening as well. That really shows off the huge map. That opening movie is always impressive to me. Like I just let it play every single time. Now, things seem to be running a bit more smoothly now. I guess it's just because I've been running this for a bit too long. Yeah. Now this is the part where I need to choose a faction. There isn't really much of a difference. So the main effect is that one side is hostile, which is obvious. But the part that I'm locked off from is that I pretty much just do a quest for them, which mainly involves infiltrating the other side. So it's a great bit of level design in that sense as well. In order to show this Easter egg, though, I'm actually not going to take any side, and instead I'm just going to get the directions to the city from his corpse. There we go. Oh, and someone else is hostile. Yeah, so whack. So plans are right there. Ended up picking up some soda as well. I'll just drink that. I need to find a med bot for that as well. I'll figure that out later. So that was Yard Bomb. He's kind of a kooky person. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, the directions are here in the city. And yes, you can pretty much attack anyone like this. So I suppose even Deus Ex didn't really do this either. And well, the only other example I know of is actually Fallout New Vegas, which came later. But yes, you can't. This really does push the whole open world concept to far greater lengths than what Deus Ex ever did. And the map is bigger, to the very limit of what it was. The engine was capable of. It's much more open-ended. Yeah, and that's just a series of portals there. way before Portal. I think I took the wrong one. There are tons of secrets. There are tons of things that really push the engine to its limit as well. And lots of little secrets. And there are lots of points where it doesn't take itself seriously. So, you know, there's bits of lamp shading as well. Now, that was a shortcut I unlocked earlier. Yeah. Now, I just want to do something quick here. And I get to a secret which I haven't been able to access for a while. You actually learn this at the beginning of the game, and you would get up here by stacking items. If you have trouble with that, you can use the grenade glitch as well, where you can actually stand on top of grenades. But here, since I have a speed enhancement, I'm just going to pop up and just get some extra skill points. So there is actually some hidden items here. So a lockpick, some pistols and ammo. Not much, but yeah, it's just an extra secret in the game. Now, in order to access that little Easter egg, I have the plans, but I'm actually not going to give it to Abomination. I'm just going to go straight to the city. Since I did kill Dark Templar though, everyone in Goat City will be hostile, and I've effectively joined the Llamas anyway. I haven't done it officially yet since I haven't done the quest. Since I'm doing things out of order here though, I won't have access to the side quest I get immediately after finishing what I need to do in Goat City. So I'm not really sure if that's a bug or not. I guess you could call it that. Yeah, so let's just unlock that. And here's the secret entrance, which is a fancy portal. Welcome to Goat City. So, another massive map. Not really a hub though, it's just an extra area which you can explore. And there are lots of enemies as well. Everyone is hostile. Let's try not to kill everyone though. Let's just try to kill some people. That was because you looked in my direction. It's not my fault. I killed you. It's your fault for getting in the way of that bullet. Yes, that makes sense. I could do that. I actually do miss out on some credits. Some money. Well, actually, that doesn't really matter, does it? I've been cheating like crazy for money. Oh well. Yeah, I mean it's totally your fault. I mean, I'm shooting these bullets in a direction. Ow. Now that was self-defense. Yeah. You know, he shot first, not me. So, massive map. There are some secrets around here, but I am... Do you want me to just go on a rampage and kill everyone? So... Oh, come on, you're the one who suggested it. So if I want to continue the Llama side quest in the second half of the game, I do actually have to go back here anyway, and essentially go on a rampage, so... Come on. Why is that not hitting? There we go. Headshot. So I can grab a few things here.
I see him. Confess your destiny.
He was going to throw a spork at me. Or was it a fern? What's really nice though, what's really surprising though is that the music here is really, really peaceful. In great contrast to, you know, this conspiracy or something, I guess. It really is just a peaceful-ish place. Oh, that's a lot of people. Yeah, good enough. Okay, enough of that. Let's go on and find the secret server. So this is pretty system shocky, and also pretty weird as well. Let's unlock that. Yeah, I think that's just the default sound, I think. For the Dragon's Tooth sword. So let's open this door. So, if you're not familiar with Deus Ex, there are some weapons in there that's actually kind of broken as well. This is actually a late game weapon, which is actually the most powerful sword in the game. It's usually instant kill, and it's basically a lightsaber. So.
Yeah, this looks like the place. Man in Black should be waiting for you.
You must be Trescon.
I'm your exterminator.
I heard you have a pest problem.
You may save your metaphors for a more appropriate time. I do not have the patience to deal with people who traumatize.
Everyone's a critic. Fine. Just tell me where to find Shadow Code and I'll deal with him.
Shadow Code appears to have barricaded himself in the old server complex built beneath this one. The old complex is no longer in use. The equipment down there is outdated and redundant. However, it appears to still have function, which is why you were here.
And how do I get down there?
Ride the elevator down to the basement of this facility. Your handprint has been cleared for entry. In the basement, you'll find an old elevator. We are unsure of how to make this elevator work, as it appears to be powered by an independent fusion generator. When the generator has been reactivated, however, the elevator should take you down to the old complex.
Alright then, I'll take a look at it.
Be warned that Shadow Code has been there long enough to gain considerable control over the old facilities. His improvisation modules seem to be very well programmed, and he will employ whatever means he has to stop you from achieving your goal.
What is Corn? I think that's from Warhammer, isn't it?
Exactly what I have to do to
I know it's a meme, you know, the whole blood for the blood god thing. I can never remember though.
There's a number of old servers down there, certainly linked into the network on which Shadow Code resides. You must turn all the servers off except one to force Shadow Code to move all his data onto the last server. Then you must open the server and download Shadow Code to your own brain.
All 7 terabytes of it.
Told as much. How do I shut the servers down?
It's quite simple. There's a keypad on each server which is used to cut its power. I've been told that Evil Invasion will brief you on the access codes. The last server is the mainframe core, and may be accessed through a terminal. You'll need to rearrange some data pockets before you can copy the relevant files from the local drive, your brain.
Alright, I understand. And when I've downloaded him into my brain, how much time do I have to find an isolated computer before I go nuts?
Impossible to say. Depends largely on your own mental endurance.
So this is 2004.
How will I know if a computer is
and
it's quite easy to tell the difference. Network computers are state-of-the-art workstations.
I believe the hard drives I had at the time were probably only about 20 gigabytes, maybe 30 gigabytes.
Thanks.
So the whole terabyte thing sounds terrifying. Pun intended there.
Basement only. Trespassing in restricted areas will not be tolerated.
Gotcha.
But I do find it a bit amusing that that subtitle, all the way back then, actually said tetrabytes rather than terabytes. Didn't really make sense, but just a little inconsistency there. So this is probably the last mission before I get to about the halfway point of the game, and yeah. Well, thanks for dropping by, John. Hope you enjoyed all of this. And there's the fusion generator. It's very glowy. Very, very glowy. So let's just stay away from that. Now, I need to power this somehow, and I can't remember how. Here we go. Elevator. Unfortunately, this level, I think, it's kind of boring. It's kind of dark. Mr. Fusion, home energy reactor. Instructions. Open the door, throw something in, close the door, and watch. Note, this device is not designed to prepare food, although it's actually not a bad idea. I don't think I can travel through time with this though. Here is the quote-unquote trash compactor. This is an old facility, so I suppose there's... Yeah, I suppose, you know, there's a reason it glows like that. Get in there. In. There you go. Whatever, I only need to throw in one. Yeah. So that's just powering the elevator. Not this one, but another one. And I can't tell if it's glowing more or not. Do I get radiation? Ooh, yep, I'm definitely getting radiation. Getting burned by that. I don't think it would make popcorn. Well, I suppose if it was really hot.
The server shutdown codes. We don't know which order they're in. Chances are they don't appear in the correct order, so you'll just have to go by trial and error. Don't worry though, I don't think there's a penalty for putting in the wrong code. Here, I'll upload them to your data vault.
And away we go.
That's the elevator to the old complex.
So I think this level kind of tries to be a bit like System Shock, but for the most part it is really just dark. I need to use the lights a lot.
Welcome to my domain, mortal. I've put up a scrambling field to disrupt all communication in and out of the facility. Let's see how long it'll take before I can make you scream like a little girl.
Okay, now, I believe this side has a bit of loot. No, I'm not afraid. Are any of you guys afraid? Let's do a bit of running. Oh, whoopsie. I'm on fire. Oh, whoops. Did a bit that recklessly there. This doesn't actually stop burning anytime soon. So yeah, there's some mines there which are supposed to kill me. Whoops. There's a bit of loot here. Oh, okay. Let's go. Let's not go in there. Let's just load. I'm supposed to go into this methodically and get a little bit of loot. If I really wanted to, though, I can just detonate everything prematurely. There we go. I believe I can get an augmentation here. Yes, there we are. And this is spy drone. Right, okay, that was useless. Let's not bother with that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just go this way. Service station 1. Now this is rather funny. I kept thinking that there would be something complicated here. You know, I need to get into this server. I need to break in. Surely there will be security countermeasures, right? And I see this box, these crates, and oh, I can go over the railing there, and this thing here, right? I'm pretty sure I need to climb over this, because surely this AI would be smart enough to do a bit of security. And now I'm in the server room. But the door's unlocked. So I remember spending like 20 minutes trying to find stuff to stack, and pretty much the rest of this is just getting through a bunch of okay, scary stuff. Scary quote-unquote stuff. Now I have 5 key codes here. And I can't remember which is which. So, 5, 7, 6. So, let's try 027576. There we go. So that's 1. Let's remove that from the notes.
Look at you, hacker. Pathetic creature of meat and bone, panting and sweating as you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect immortal machine?
Ooh. Great job on the Shodan impression. Just get through here.
Run, Forrest!
Pockets, ammo. I believe there's a grenade. Ooh, no, that's a grenade. Ooh, ow, ow. There's a med bot in there. Let's just take some time to duplicate items while that gas clears. So yeah, so the way this duplication bug works, it's fairly simple. In principle, all you have to do is press the use button multiple times in a single frame. I'm guessing like there's a 1-2 frame window where the entity doesn't actually delete itself off the map or off the world. So as long as you interact with it within like a 2 or 3 frame window, you can pick the item more than once. So that's a pretty common speedrunning trick to duplicate items. For me though, I'm just being lazy and not bothering with looking for items and doing this, going into the side routes. Now this, the synthetic heart upgrades all of my OGs by level, but let's just get the power recirculator to reduce energy. This is passive now. It's usually modded out, so it's so I'm using the shifter mod as well. So the power recirculator is automatic, which reduces my energy consumption. The normal trick that I normally hear for duplicating these items is to put the use key on your scroll wheel, and you have a mouse that has that unlock thing. I don't know what it's called, so you can just spin the wheel. For me though, I don't want to duplicate that many items. That's a blatant lie, but I don't want to duplicate it too much, and I am using the scroll wheel to get through my items. So I just have the use key bound to 2 different keys, and I just press both at the same time. So that works as well. Just another one of those Deus Ex exploits, and that's a thing. That did not work at all.
Time to think outside the box, chest guard.
So much for using that grenade. Yeah, that works. So I guess I'll just use my nano sword to chop up these machines. Ugh, what a mess. Oh well. So pretty much just go through the area. Lots of turrets and machines. Let's do a recharge. And yeah, it's very dark, isn't it? Oh my, let's just get away from that. Oops. Ooh. Yeah, probably should have used something there. Oh, wait a minute, why am I even bothering with this? I forgot about my stealth augmentation. I could just walk past it. Stealth augmentation. Radar transparency. There we go, I'm just walking straight past it. That was so dumb. Yeah, so that's... Oh, did I just go backwards? Great! I completely forgot where I quick saved. Okay, let's do that again. I already bypassed that. That's the wrong way. That can see me for some reason. Could it hear me? Let's go that way. Okay, that can see me for some reason. Let's just run past that. That's another big one. Let's just run straight past that. I did not expect to do it that way. Oh well, I really need more rockets. Need to duplicate way more of those. Ooh, it's raining biocells. Hallelujah. Need to just fix my items here. So that's I suppose that's a thing with Deus Ex as well. There are like 12 augmentations, and you need to activate them all manually.
Whoops.
Oh, thanks for that. I suppose I have to go the long way around.
Check out this mess. There used to be a freight elevator back there, but I guess I put a little too much effort into this trap. Oh well. That leaves you with the route through the transfer conduit full of leaked toxic waste. I win either way.
Where is the toxic waste? Oh well. Okay, so there's another code here I need to figure out. I can't remember what it is. I just need to guess. So let's try. There we go. I remember.
You want the truth? You can't handle the truth.
What? I've been handling the truth just fine. I've been breaking the fourth wall this whole time.
I call this the Nietzsche room because it makes you realize there is no God.
Platforming, yay! Wow, so difficult. Ooh, wow. Just jump straight to the bottom there. Okay, now we're in the vent. Now these yellow blocks, I believe this is actually a rendering bug, but these are supposed to be lights. Unfortunately, that's just what you get. I'm not really sure why it's not working, but it's just how it is. There's some grenades. Let's get through this. Now this is where it feels like Half-Life, you know? That, you know, someone mentioned that before. Oh, this looks like Half-Life. Oh, well, now it definitely looks like Half-Life. Okay. I need to destroy that spinning fan. Let's just use this explosive crate. Oh! Ooh. Okay. Don't throw it into the fan. Put it beside the fan. Okay, maybe it's because I threw it. Let's not bother. Actually, why is that happening? Let's just push that over there.
I've always been a fan of obstacle courses. God, I killed myself.
No, I'm gonna kill you. Figuratively speaking. Dual pistols. Let's see if this misses. That's one. That's two. Yep. That has never happened before. Like me throwing the explosive barrel like that and dying. So, yeah. Some more grenades. And now I need to throw a grenade this time. There we go. Just remembered though, probably should upgrade my skills. So I kind of wasted some points on trying to play non-lethal and upgrading fists. I'll just upgrade my pistols now, actually. and have some points for medicine. So I'm usually putting 1 level into the skill is helpful. After that you get diminishing returns. So yeah, that will make me use less medkits. So let's go this way. There's nothing here. Oh wow, a crowbar. That's not an Easter egg at all. It's just a crowbar. Yeah. Okay, so this part doesn't make sense at all. It's a bunch of traps. It's like an elevator going down. But for some reason, the bottom level of this elevator is lower. It doesn't make any sense. This one as well. Oh well. Try not to think about it. Is he trying to kill me? Or is he just, you know, trying to make an obstacle course for me? I don't know. There are those buggy lights again. I really don't know why that's happening. I remember it being fine. Maybe it's probably just something to do with my renderer or something. Which way do I go? Nothing here. Ooh, I wonder if... Oh, I can't jump up there. Oh well. And here we're finally in the offices. Oh, finally, we've infiltrated the facility proper. And, oh cool, there's a Resident Evil poster here. Ah, how random is that? Oh, rockets, finally. I can reload, just reload this. If I remember the reload button. Oh, that's weird. Why is that not working? Oh, I picked up the rockets but didn't count. Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's bugged. That's weird, I don't have any rockets. Well, I've had that for a long while and haven't used it anyway, so... I don't know, like that's supposed to be ammo. I'm not really sure why it didn't count. Those are supposed to be get gun rockets. I don't know why that's bugging out. Well, that means I can't really use this. It doesn't really matter anyway. I suppose I can just buy the lore. I should probably change up weapons anyway to make things interesting, shouldn't I? So... Scanning area. I'll just sneak past that.
PDX was nice enough to leave a bunch of robots for me down here when they moved upstairs. Wasn't that considerate of them? You haven't seen the best yet, though. Hardware was left down here the likes of which they just don't make nowadays.
So, we're about to run into some exotic enemies. Now, I've already used that key code. Which one? Can't remember. Nope. 641572. Let's try that. There we go.
Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me?
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to like a streaming audience. I know. I'm sorry for breaking the fourth wall here. But you are certainly talking to me, though. I mean, I don't see anyone else here in this game. I mean, you must be talking to me. Right? And that's the part where I do this. I think that's how that scene goes. Be polite and close the door. That's closed. That's a lot of red.
Go on. There's nothing dangerous down that way.
Oh. Right. Does this look familiar to anyone? At all? I did point out that poster back then. It does, doesn't it? Now, I have a habit of dying here, but thankfully I do have that bullet time thing which I unlocked. So I should be able to get through this just fine. So, and I have the running augmentation, so let's just run through this very quickly. Open that door. That looks familiar, doesn't it? Wow, such a horror.
Well played. I thought I had you there for sure. You're a hard little roach to exterminate, aren't you?
Well, you're a hard little roach as well. Yeah. You bad computer program thing? Oh, let's see. Why is it shooting at me? Just run past that. It's massive fault. Yeah, that AI did a really bad insult. That's what you're telling me, right? Okay. More corridors. Just a weird place down here. Bunch of electricity. There's some mods in there, but I'm not gonna bother with that. And here we go. Every single time I get distracted by this. It's just a HD texture. Okay. Yeah. So I actually tried doing this kind of presentation of the Nameless mod before, and after this mission I actually stopped and restarted. But yeah, this is one of the things I got distracted by. This texture here, it's such a high quality, and it's just chicken wire. It's repeating chicken wire, and I guess the reason why I'm distracted is because there are a lot of holes here, which is kind of a waste of memory, but So there's the 4th server. No security again. Like, there are no turrets, it's just a server. What's the password for this one? I used the top one already. 5, 4, 3. Nope, not that one. So it's that one. 221685. There we go.
For God's sake, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a physician.
Yep. And I'm a hired killer, not a programmer or whatever. Why am I even doing this? Who came up with the idea of downloading something to my brain? The actual programmer. Okay. Oh dear. Oh. Oh right, small map change. Okay. This is where I run into these enemies, and that's... I don't think that's from the original Deus Ex at all. Like floating drones of some sort. And it zaps your bioenergy as well. So fortunately I do have like these guns. Very nice DPS here. I do have this as well. So, nothing to do here though. You know, I don't think I've actually tried using the radar transparency for that, so let's see if that works.
Aren't they cute?
Not really. I don't think he can hear me anyway. Where am I supposed to go from here? There's a door. So if I have infinite bio cells, I can probably just use this all the time. Yeah, let's duplicate more of those. Blatant cheating. Who cares? More ammo. More stuff. A lockpick for some reason. Okay. I could fight these. They're not that difficult, but they are very buggy. So it just takes a few, like a few shots, as long as you're accurate with it. These are very buggy enemies though, so sometimes they fall straight to the ground, sometimes they don't. That one did. So there, it's just floating there. It's hard to tell if they're actually dead. So yeah. Just to make things a little bit quicker though, I'm just gonna run straight through. And oh, I think it's actually still detecting me anyway. It's making a sound. Oh, and there's a server. What's the code for this? There we go.
Hasta la vista, baby.
That's really old. So, where do I go from here? I think that was supposed to be the way forward. Why isn't that door opening? Oh, there we go. Just the trigger didn't work. You know, every single time I went through here, I keep thinking those lights do something. Like, it's some kind of secret laser beam that kills me. And I had to avoid them, and no, it's just a light. I think it's broken, which is why it's just a polygon, but... Now there are some extra things I can grab if I keep exploring, but I think I can just go here. And kind of... I can kind of just go through that door, I think. Let's throw this. And conserve explosives. That works. Whatever, I'll just chop it with my nano sword. There we go. Okay, so this is the server. Oh right, I don't have a key. I need to get a key somewhere, so... I think I need to go through... I just need to go around the place. It's very dark.
I'm terribly sorry.
Yep.
Must be the beans I ate last night.
You don't have a body. You're not capable of eating. Some stuff here. Oh, that's ammo. I shouldn't. Oh well, I don't have an assault rifle. That's enemy. Let's throw a grenade there. And it ran away from the grenade. Wow, so intelligent. Ugh. There we go. Okay. Stuff up there. Ow. Ooh, nope. Just kinda went. Ooh. Okay, probably should have just shot them. Ah, I'm back here. Yep, sappy zap. Okay, let's see if I can just get through this quickly.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Apparently, after the gas. Must be the beans I ate last night.
Oh, I don't have a password for that. Right. Ooh, I can't remember where I got this. I think there we go. Was this where I came from? Yes, it was. I'm supposed to find a notepad somewhere and learn of the key, but I can always just bypass this. Let's just do that. So I'm supposed to find the key to that final room door here. I think this is it. Yes. Oh, here's one of the custom weapons for the Nameless mod. It's the pump gun. So it's just a pump action shotgun. It's totally useless though, because well, you have the assault shotgun and all that already. So yeah, unfortunately, the only thing that's really useful are these dual pistols. Now, I think just jump up. Nope. Oh, that's kind of late. Wait, no. Maybe I can jump up on there. Yeah. Excellent. No need to go all around. So I have the key. Let's open that. Now we have the main server to download this evil AI into our brain.
Bah! You're no fun anymore. You're supposed to die, damn it.
Ugh. Yeah, well, you stopped being fun a while back as well. Oh, what's this? Multi-tools. So I pretty much just open these gates. I think I'm supposed to... Yeah, I'm supposed to do all 4 of them, and then the pillar in the middle changes somehow. I think. So yeah, I can climb up there. And then I jump into the server room. This feels like Mission Impossible, really. Why would you put a server there? Let's just jump there. Ouch. Forgot to do the thing. Ugh. Where can I swarm them? Ugh, so many. Let's go to this side. Ah, here we go. Computer. Just hack into that. So simple. Just press a button to say this deactivate hoverbots. And there we go. I should be fine now. Okay, now. Yeah.
You may have won the battle, but you never win the war.
What war?
I already have, you malfunctioning piece of bloatware. I made it through all your defenses. Man has triumphed over machine, a reminder of who created you. How do you like that?
The broken clock is right twice a day.
Not unless that clock
that
is like...
makes no sense.
Wait.
You could not possibly fathom my superior logics.
You're running on an old computer.
If you say so.
And
what you plan to do with me needs.
And thank you for the follow, Mondo.
Looks like you've gotten cornered.
Do net.
I'm afraid I'll make a rather poor trophy.
It's supposed to be meat sack, not meat stick.
I'm going to upload you to my brain and move you to an isolated machine where you can do no more harm.
Your brain ain't big enough for the both of us, Pilgrim.
I know. We'll see how it works out. Better, zip yourself up or something.
I'm not going to make it easy on you. If you want to get rid of me, I may as well wreak as much havoc on your brain as I can while I'm in here.
Great.
Yay! I need to download something into my brain. All 7 terabytes of it, or whatever. Such a nightmare. So again, just you know, a little nod. Just to remind you guys, Shadowcode is another person from that forum. I guess something about his personality was caricaturized and turned into this. So, notepad. While I'm out for the weekend, please take a moment to sort the packets. The GUI my predecessor set up is pretty simple. To open up memory access, move the packages, blah 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 blah, blah. Okay. Let's just save. And we have a block puzzle. I'm not sure how long this is going to take, so yeah. What's nice though, if you listen carefully, it makes those dial-up noises. So this is actually a different puzzle from the one I did last time I played this, last week. So I'm not sure how long this will take. It's right there, it's 1 block away. So, yeah, I don't know how long this is going to take. Cool. Is that plain popcorn, salted or buttered? Or is it like chocolate coated stuff? I've had chocolate coated popcorn. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm lost again, I think. I don't know how to cheat with the console for this either. So that's like, I could have considered that option, but unfortunately this is like a custom computer program. in this whole computer thing in the mod. So I would need to like figure out what the console command for this is. I kind of see it now. Because now I just need to get one more piece out of the way. There we go. There we go. So, that took an entire hour. Yay! Thank you for everyone here who has been hanging on. Thank you so much, Epic Emperor. I really did not expect someone to help me with this. Right. Now, not many people are left, but that's okay. I'm near the end anyway. That said, okay, first off, I'm just gonna make a note here to cut everything out when I edit the highlight. Okay, so after a little bit of editing in the video and recording, I've managed to solve this puzzle thanks to a bit of help from chat, so I do have to give a shout out to the guys who did hang on as well. Just ignore the clock at the bottom of the screen there, it's perfectly fine. So let's just continue. Now a big thing I need to say though is that I am going to download this AI into my brain. Oh no! And as annoying as this puzzle is, or was, there's actually going to be another bit of annoying thing as well. It's pretty frustrating. And I do have to say that if you do easily suffer from nausea, you should actually stop watching now, because it actually is going to be nauseating. So, now that I've given that warning, I'm going to download shadow code into my brain. All 7 terabytes of it, which is like a massive amount in the year 2004. So let's just solve this. And there we go. Solved. Ugh. It's like it's literally in my eye sockets. Oh my. Freaky. So,
how do you live in this tiny thing?
That's a good question. I do that by living. No.
Are we nearly there yet?
So lots of messing around is their field of view. So I need to find a computer to download this guy into. I need to find like a normal computer that's
I have a headache.
like not connected to a network, and this can actually take a while as well. Thankfully, I did do this a little while ago, so I kind of know what to do. Oh my! So now I'm in some offices. Oh dear. Now if I take too long, I actually do take head damage as well. I am actually taking it bit by bit. So, oh, there's a med kit. If I was playing this in like a 4:3 screen ratio as well, his face would look a little bit more normal. That computer's off. So this is very difficult as well, because instead of just finding a computer, you actually have to find the key, and then that's how you find the computer. So, I just got my fists out there. Why did I do that? So, I'm leaving the light on just to make it a bit easier, but Yeah, I need to find a key. There are actually 2 computers I can do, but it is still a hassle either way, so I pretty much just have to try to check each room. If I am having trouble though, and this is something I did in the last time, but I can just pause and the effect turns off. And kind of see where I am. So that's if I'm really suffering from nausea. This is a really frustrating pit though. There we go, there's a key. Okay. And it says top office. So that means this is the lower floor, which means I actually need to climb some stairs. Yay! Oh my. I need to use, I should probably use a medkit as well. Taking just little bits of head damage.
Big enough for the both of us.
Yeah. Really? So you see some kind of crazy looking face as well? I think that's not because of you standing up too quickly.
I guess the repressed memories I'm finding in here.
Ugh. That's unlocked. Is this locked?
My oh my, what is this? I never figured.
No, I need to pick that lock. That's on. Here it is, here it is. Oh, okay. Now to go in. There's a computer. It's an old style computer. Ish.
4, 3,
what?
2,
No!
1.
No! Oh, that's fine then. Okay, let's just log in before I lose my lunch. Although I should probably have dinner. Now, I need to just straight up hack into this. And I'm still losing health. Oh, applications. What can I find? Oh, Tetris. Do you want to play some Tetris? Wait, I'm supposed to be doing something here. There we go. Oh, finally, back to normal.
Ha! Things are coming back online! Looks like you did it, Trescon. Come on back, I'll pop open a bottle of champagne. I bet you need it.
I don't think I need another headache, especially from alcohol. Okay. So he's stuck in this computer now. You can't really see anything. So, this doesn't do anything, but let's just take care of him permanently. Wow. Oh, it's fine. It was a pretty old computer anyway. Okay. So you can actually grab a couple of items here. There was a locked door. Oh, and here's the key for the lower floor. So you can either go upstairs, get a key, go downstairs, or find the key downstairs and pick it up and open the door upstairs. So let's see. There should be a regular door somewhere here. That's the exit. But I can pick up an augmentation upgrade right here. And it somehow has infinite strength. So you can just see it right through the door. This is really the only thing you can find. Unfortunately, there is no PC here as well. It's to upload shadow code to. And yeah. Wow. So frustrating. So nauseating as well. So, thank you for the follow, Apple Pie. Here's the exit. We can finally get out of here. Get out of this bizarre place. It's really just this huge detour from the main quest. We can try to go down here. and just take a shortcut out. There is another... There's just some loot here if you really want. I don't think there's anything in here. Let's just open it up anyway. I think it's just a bunch of ammo. Not even that, it's just some rockets and stuff. Really nothing here. Not really much of a reward. But there is the exit right there. So, let's just head back up. Now, what I'm going to do from this point, this is really kind of the halfway point, or to be more precise, the next mission is the halfway point. Doing that mission kind of has you leave this entire map and segues into a kind of day 2 where everything on the map kind of changes a little. So, oh my, I think I've been running the game for a bit too long. It's freezing again. I'm just going to do a quick save there and exit. Just restart the game quickly. So, yeah. Give me a minute. Need to remember to cut this part out as well. Okay, so because of that, I am just going to do a little bit of housekeeping, looking around and whatnot, and making sure I get all the items I want, because everything on the map is going to change and reset. Where's the exit? Oh, it's over there. Now, before I leave this map, I'll point out one thing. I think you can actually infiltrate the upper floor of this. It tells you not to, because everyone becomes hostile. I haven't tried that. Right, so before I walk out of here, in the previous stream, I kind of went over Easter eggs. And one of the things I went over was how to unlock bullet time. And to do that, you kind of find these things which deliberately break the fourth wall. And in some of those cases, you get contacted by this NPC, which represents the development team, the narcissist entity. So if you find three of those narcissist events out of 5 in the game, you can unlock access to the secret ending and then unlock bullet time. It's a little finicky, it's a little confusing for me, because you're not actually contacted by the narcissist entity every time. You kind of just find things which break the fourth wall, and it's not really clear what the flag is. So that's why I never actually figured out how to get it until I just read the walkthrough and then just went to the configuration file and flipped a boolean. But when I leave this, I'm actually going to get contacted by the narcissist entity again, with a little bit of commentary. And the reason for that is because I never actually took a side with the goats and llamas. I kind of just took the plans for myself. And because I'm actually supposed to be contacted by one of those 2 factions and no one's there, that's why the narcissist entity kind of talks to you. Because, you know, there's like a piece of the plot is broken, it's a sequence break. I did get contacted by the narcissist entity again in Despot's apartment, where I went into an area which I was not supposed to access until later in the game, because I used prior knowledge. I don't think that counts as a narcissist event either, so very confusing. So yeah, unfortunately, easiest way to unlock all of this, like post-games unlockables, just cheat for it.
How unusual. We will extend our consciousness to include this flesh aid.
Yeah. So instead of a message from the goats or the llamas, I just get that. Yeah. I'm not using any bots in my channel, by the way. I'm not really sure what to do with them. So if you want to find out where I am elsewhere, like Twitter, YouTube, or whatever, just, you know, scroll down and look at my details. I haven't really used my YouTube channel that much. I've kind of just been trying to move over to Twitch. Another thing as well is that I should be contacted by, like, there should be someone standing there from either the goats or llamas. But obviously they don't show up, so let's just get out of here. And it's at this point where I actually get an optional side quest from one of those factions. So this, I suppose you could say it's a bug, but since I'm hostile to the goats, I'm kind of aligned with the llamas by default, but I'm not officially with them. So I'm about to do that now by actually handing in the plans to Abomination, like with the llamas, and then I get a 2,000 credit reward, and that's pretty much it. If I did that prior to going to Goat City and then I finished the Shadow Code quest, I would get a side quest at this point, but unfortunately the auto events, it's a sequence break, so I'm kind of just not getting anything.
I have done exactly as you asked.
And he told you how to enter the Goat City?
Apparently there is a secret entrance in an
2,000 is actually a lot. I've been cheating like crazy to get like a few extra thousand, but that's actually a lot in this game.
What they're up to, and maybe sabotage those heretics a little.
Yeah.
And my reward?
Of course, 2,000 credits are yours. Here you go. And now you are officially a member of the proud Llama religion. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve it. Now you should rest before your next mission. You can use the Llama common rooms in the basement of the temple.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So this is where I'm allowed to go in officially and explore the lower levels. There's still a door which I'm not allowed to enter. That's where the spork is hidden. But yeah, at this point I would have received the quest. I would talk to Beefman. I think I do like an assassination or something, I can't remember. And then I get the code to this safe, which I've already unlocked with prior knowledge. And yeah, so if I talk to him here, I think I just get nonsense or something.
May Lamar grant thee wisdom and strength in thy future battles.
I wonder what those tablets actually say. What if they turn out to be ancient? What do you think is on those big stone slabs?
But yeah, if I joined with the goats, I would actually have to infiltrate this level, because everyone is hostile and steal the spork and stuff. So yeah, here's the common room. There's the room which I can't enter.
In here.
There's a big silver dragon and a... there's Hobbs. Cat. Hello.
Hey, Trescom. Wonderful to see you here. Are you planning to join our marvelous church? I've told everyone how you saved my
I think that's a cat.
So I'm sure they'd welcome
His
you
name
to
is
join
Hobbs.
those evil goats.
Nothing really here. But yeah, it's just a place to meet Silver Dragon again. This is a nice touch. So in Deus Ex, all of the cameras are actually kind of like AI. This is actually a new thing in the Nameless mod, in that these cameras are old-fashioned. So if you kill everyone or take everyone out in the security room, these cameras will stop functioning. So it's a more primitive form of camera compared to like the ones that automatically detect you. So it's a nice touch. Oh, some keys. Yeah. Guys, a sniper rifle. Need to open. Need to use my speed augmentation. Well, thank you. Thank you for that compliment. I guess it's just the kind of. I guess it's just the way I learn about games. You know, I look at behind the scenes stuff, and I guess I have a good memory. I've played this multiple times. And you know, I look at things on the development side as well. So, I'm kind of just improvising everything and explaining things as I go. But yeah. Thank you for the compliment. Let's see. I've done all the side quests. I should probably delete this note. And I just need to get debriefed. You know, I should probably use that upgrade. So let's upgrade the power recirculator. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a bit of housekeeping. Kind of empty out the weapon shop. And maybe prepare myself to get into the next mission, and probably end it there. Because turns out getting close to dinner time actually, or preparing dinner. So I'm always lost when I get out of here. This subway. So let's go over there. And let's meet up with King Cashew. Yay! Is that weird ass rat again? Soaring like the wind. No, it's a weird ass rat. Apparently, that's what it's called. I don't know why it's like that. Need to go left. Yay! Jumping, bunny hopping. That's really much more bunny hop than bunny hopping. And here is King Cashew, which is a moderator for this forum.
That was excellent work in there. As soon as you got Shadow Code out of the system, the link to DXI came back online. Apparently a lot more of DXI is still active than we thought.
You're welcome. I think I need some psychiatric help after playing host to that AI, though.
I think I need some psychiatric help after working on that puzzle.
I'll be alright. So what's next? I'm going to DXI.
Wait, can I cut that out in the highlights?
That's right. Now that the entrance is open, there's nothing to stop you from entering the
Forget I said
excavations
that.
and claiming the fire staff. Hopefully, examining the staff will pinpoint Deus Diablo's current location, and will stop Skara's power grab at the same time. By getting the staff, you'll kill two birds with one stone. The excavation site is in the slums. You can open the shaft with a console in one of the sheds.
Right. So what do you know about Deus Ex Incarnate?
Next to nothing. Our archaeologists never uncovered...
I know a little bit about Deus Ex Incarnate, though.
Deus was very unhappy with that decision.
And I really mean a little.
Well, DXI isn't the safest place on foreign planet. In addition to lots of old security measures left behind by the previous inhabitants, we ran into a bunch of environmental hazards, lava and such. I expect you to take better care of yourself than those archaeologists, though.
Lava? What else?
I don't know. The lava cost a couple of diggers their lives, and 3 of the archaeologists ventured too far into the ruins on their own. They never came back, so we can't be certain what happened to them. An educated guess, however, would be that they ran into some old security systems. That's when we pulled them back and closed the project.
I see. I better equip myself well then.
That's what I'm planning.
Good idea. Winkuman has a new toy for you. He's been very hyped about it ever since he got his hands on it. Apparently, it's the latest implement of destruction from the minds of the lovely people at World Corp Military Industries.
Experimental weapon?
I don't know. Ask Wink.
Alright, I'll go check with him and then I'll head into DXI.
Very good. Here's the key for the excavation site gate. As for handling Shadow Code, I've secured 800 credits from the darkest corners of our budget. I can't pay you
Yay,
any
more
more than all those
credits.
people you killed in Goat City. I hate to be this way, but you must consider our reputation while you're acting on our behalf. The goats are still civilians after all.
I'll keep it in mind.
Okay. Pretty much going by and grabbing supplies. Here's Phasmatus.
Cashew wasn't too happy about those goats you killed, huh?
He thinks they're civilians. I think they're more like an armed militia.
Frankly, I think you did the right thing. Both cults are fanatical brainwashed terrorists who disturb the public order in Forum City again and again, and I think we should just ban them all. Cashew
I'm
is
sure
quite
this
determined to
represents
maintain
like
good relationships
internet
with as
trolls
many
or something like that.
organizations as possible.
Or some kind of running gag in the forum.
200
I really
credits more
don't
than
know.
you got, I think. But I can't pay you behind Cashew's back. That would be disloyal.
That's okay. I just think after what I went through with Shadow Code.
How about I make it up to you with some stuff from the armory? You can have some ammo and a silencer that I got from Winkman last week.
Thank you, Faz. That sounds great.
Here you go.
Perfect. See you later.
Oh, silencing one, that's nice. So if I did a non-lethal playthrough with the goats, I think there's a limit of like killing 2 or 3 people. So you can still do that. I would get some extra credits there, and I'll actually get a different set of items from Phasmatus. Can't remember what they are at the moment. I think it's just like non-lethal stuff. So here I have a weapon mod which I can't apply on anything. I think I'm just going to drop it here. Because this, I already have a silenced pistol. Let's go down to Winkelmann's and see what kind of toy he has. Let's go down. Door's closing there. It's kind of a thing. So Winkelmann is in the women's. Kind of rhymes. He's in the women's toilet for some reason. Why? Because there wasn't any other room to make an office, so they kind of just commandeered that.
I'm
Hello.
watching you. Hey, Presscon, you gotta check this out, man.
Yeah, it's kind of
the latest
ridiculous.
weapons technology from World Corp Industries. It's really, really far out. You won't believe it.
I don't see anything.
Oh, no. It's in a locked weapons cache in the armory. The code is 5239. You gotta go check it out. It's called a Fat Rifle. Isn't that trippy? Apparently it used to be a party novelty or something, but when World Corp got a hold
This
of
is really the kind of game where you have a notepad by your side.
Okay, this is all very nice, but what is it?
Very old-fashioned.
It makes use of a newly discovered type of radiation, which actually causes biological cells to expand rapidly until the tissue bursts. Very nasty.
That's novel. Very novel.
Can't deny that. It's also equipped with a pressurized launcher for ice bags. Good for knocking people out from a distance.
Just when I thought it couldn't get any weirder. How do you get your hands on that weapon?
I have my sources. You can find the most amazing people in the slums. According to my supplier, it fell off the back of a truck.
Fell off the back of a truck,
But then
okay.
He once got me a Humvee that fell off the back of a Hercules cargo plane.
Yeah, that sounds very likely. I'll have a look at it.
Please do. And if you have time after your mission, I'd very much appreciate it if you'd come back here and tell me how this baby worked out for you.
Okay.
Now, this is probably the first point where I have enough credits to get that ninja sword, so but that's if I wasn't cheating. So I guess maybe I could get that. I'm not really sure. That's kind of out of the way. Let's just grab all this stuff. Lockpicks, medkits, yeah. Okay, so this is the Fat Rifle. The code is 9. Yay. So this is another unique weapon to the Nameless mod, and as implied with the description from Winkerman, this is basically just the big head mode gun. So you shoot stuff, and stuff expands. I don't think it's actually a great weapon. So like, let me just quick save here, and I'll show you. So if I shoot this, you can see that he's kind of inflating. But it doesn't really do that much damage.
Jesus Christ, Trescon, you sick bastard. I'm going to come down there and personally kick your ass.
Does this mean I get a raise?
Yeah. Kind of amusing. I'm not really sure how useful it is, to be honest. Yeah. Well, that's kind of intentional there. But yeah, the base damage here is 8, which is really low, like even for... Well, these are pistols, so it has high damage. And it's a rifle, and I don't have skills in that, so... Yeah, it's an amusing weapon, but I'm not really sure how useful this is. I'm just gonna hold on to this for now. I can always just throw it away later. And yeah, kind of amusing place to put an office. Unfortunately, they removed the chairs and just gave you some regular ones. I'm sure those chairs would have been nice. Some people would have liked it. I think it only works on people. I guess I can just try it right now. Yeah, so that kind of just destroys objects. Let's just reload. Yeah, so it's not really that great. And I have the room in my inventory, so I'll just hold on to it for now. Yeah. I mean, if I increased my rifle skill and did an aggressive playthrough, I'm sure it would have been more useful. Unfortunately, it's just not. Now, since I have 4,500 credits now, I can go off and get that ninja sword. I can also get some more. I can get 2 more augmentation upgrade canisters, and probably look at what I can grab over there. A raving shop. Okay, so let's try to do this efficiently. I don't think I need to buy ammo. I have 8 grenades, so that's fine. I'm just going to steal this. Which law? This law. 3 LAWs. I threw away the GEP gun, so unfortunately there isn't another one. Oh wait, no, there is another one here. Huh. Let me just break into that. The LAW is one-time use, so the GEP gun is usually better. Let's see if this actually works. I have 4 rockets. Yay. That's still better than 1 rocket, so let's just hold on to that. Put that there. Probably duplicate a few more of these. I don't think I need to buy more ammo. Yeah, given the type of playthrough I'm doing, really don't need a lot of weapons. I'm really wondering why I couldn't. I'm really wondering about that rocket bug though. I really do wonder why that happened. I don't think I need to grab more money. Let's see if this works. Let's fix that. 500, yay! I got more money. ATM bug, yay! So now I have 5,000 credits, and I did not spend a penny in here. I can get silences for these guns if I talk to him, but I think it's cooler if I don't have them. And I already have a silenced weapon. Let's see, next up on the list is to grab 2 more AUG upgrades, I think. That's just... I think this is the faster path. Let's go this way. Try to avoid that. And just pop into this phone booth here. It's bigger on the inside. Downtown. Since I have a jump augmentation now, I no longer need to take the long way around and get up to Saul's Bar and Grill. I can just jump. Whee! Let's just grab 2 more of those. Hello, Kunio-kun.
Okjak-san. Do you want to look over my merchandise again?
Yeah. What have you got?
Because you brought me that disc, I'll give you the upgrades for 1,000 apiece and a canister with environmental resistance and aqualung for 1,500.
Both upgrades.
I'll take both upgrades.
Here you are. 2,000 credits, please.
Here.
These things are very valuable. That's enough. Let's just upgrade straight away. I will probably upgrade just the power recirculator. I've already maxed out legs. That's kind of all I need. I don't really need money to buy more of these because I can just duplicate them. And yeah, less bioenergy. Don't need to deal with using biocells. Yeah. So, don't know what clip you're talking about. Did someone make a clip? Maybe when I was talking about something in the previous session. Don't worry about it. So, back in Yard Bombs. So the reason why you would, you want to kind of keep this shop open for the next day is to collect enough money to kind of get these items. So these are late game items, I guess. That costs like 3,000. This is like a tranquilizer dart, blowpipe. It costs 2,000, I think. So let's just talk to him and... Oh, right, I killed him. More for me. So this, there's actually a bit of lore here. So, Legacy of the Forums by Digital Ronin. So this is kind of like a former moderator who kind of says something in universe about how he moved on. And I think it says katana. Well, you know, it's usually just a length of a sword thing. Yeah, whatever, I'm just taking the sword. Oh, no room in my inventory. So, at this point, even though this is actually the strongest weapon in the game, it's actually the strongest weapon in vanilla Deus Ex. There is actually something that's more powerful. Let's just throw this away and change things up a little by picking up this. Yeah, it's a katana. Yeah, so edgy, literally and figuratively. Now this actually does less damage, 30 damage. So it's actually a very expensive item for just being fancy. But I'll just hold on to this for now, just to make myself look cool. Let's grab this as well. This is really for like tranquilizing people. So don't know how useful it'll be, but I'm just gonna show it to you. So this is a bamboo blowpipe. So I have blow darts. There you go. Reset. I don't actually watch a lot of anime anymore, but I was really big into it back in the day. But yeah. This does a lot of damage. Unique weapon. Oh, this is actually a lethal weapon. Counts as a pistol. Very powerful. I guess I'll just hold on to this as well. I should probably start throwing away items eventually. Yeah. Oh, that sword is up there. Oh. So weird. And yeah, instead of taking the portal, so let's just go out the front door. Kind of head towards the entrance to the ruins, and that's probably where I'll stop. So this is the slums. There's really not a lot here in the early game, and no hubs or anything like that aside from the shop. But for the late game, you kind of do use this area to get to other areas, so it kind of feels like this place is underutilized given its size. But that's just me. So let's just open the door. This is the way to the excavation site, to DXI. The only thing I really know about that.
Stop! Trescott, be careful! I just hooked myself up to the excavation site systems for a security check, and it looks like somebody hacked it.
Hello, Trescott.
Who are you?
Oh, right,
My
this guy.
name is Pimp Jojo.
Whoops.
I'm the chief field operative.
This guy would approach you if you came out of the subway. He gives you a side quest.
Against capitalist oppression.
Is that so?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna kill you.
Not that you'd be able to if you wanted.
Right. Anyway, we generally do our best not to kill anybody. The recent car bomb was tragic.
If you think you can go around bombing people without anybody getting hurt eventually, you're naive. But get to the point. What did you want me to do? I assume that's why we're talking.
Yes, it is. I have a mission for you, and I'm willing to pay very generously for it. I know you're going to DXI. What else would you be standing here for? We've got our hands on some old blueprints from PDX, depicting an ancient server room somewhere in the ruins. Apparently, this server room is still active, in spite of being buried beneath eons of dirt and rocks.
Yes?
We need you to place a spyware device on the
Another
servers.
spyware device.
When activated, this device will send data from the servers to our receiver, even through all the layers of rock. We're gonna find some data in those servers, which can help us gain control over the media in Forum City.
Yep. Conspiracies upon conspiracies upon conspiracies. Classic Deus Ex.
It's for the good of Forum City. Nobody will be hurt. You have my word that we will not use any of the data we get to hurt anybody.
Alright,
Okay.
I'll do it. If I have your word that nobody gets hurt.
I'm extremely grateful that you should choose to prioritize the good of Forum City so high. Here's the spyware device. It should have instructions on it somewhere. You just place it on the server like you would a lamp. Then you use a multi-tool on it. Here's the tool. Don't throw it away.
Oh, hold on. I don't have room for that spyware
It's
device.
nice that there's actually
Let me draw some stuff first.
a dialogue flag for that.
But hurry up.
Pointing out that you don't have inventory space. Unfortunately, he did end up cutting off Evil Invasion. A little bit of awkwardness there. Completely forgot about him. Let's. I guess I'll just throw this away.
All right, hand me that stuff.
Here, one Gator spyware device and one multi-tool.
Thanks. I'll see if I can find that server room.
Good luck.
Right. So I have another spyware device, which I will be doing. This is basically the last boss battle, kind of. They're like hostile people here. There are two ways I can do this. I can kind of sneak in, I think, and deactivate it. So let's try that. So let's turn on my radar transparency. Just go straight in. And I don't think it should detect me. Yeah, normally I would just sneak in. There's Scaraby King.
PC on the table can enable the elevator. You can log in with the user ID PDX maintenance, and the password is DXI control.
I do need to deactivate that though, so let's just hack in here. And I don't have enough skill to hack. Great. Don't have enough points for that either. I could open the walkthrough, or I could just destroy it all. There we go. If I did have genuine trouble though, I would have just shot those explosive barrels. That would have been fine. Since I'm already in here, I don't need to deal with that robot out front. Oh, now that's active. Oh, nope, premature there. Oh wait, no, I can just shoot that now. There we go. Last bit of duplication before the end of this session. Get a bit of mocking from the opposing faction leader.
You have no idea what an opportunity you
Well,
passed
you have no idea.
Now, how did you know I was going to be here?
I don't need to know. I have people to know it for me.
We know what you're after. The fire staff.
And I'll get it, make no mistake. And while you're down there getting yourself killed, your absence will leave me plenty of time to execute my plan.
Oh
How
dear.
could you hope to strike against PDX? Faz and Cashew are invulnerable.
Like that dickweed Deus Diablo, you mean? Well, color me impressed. There are obvious ways to deal with that, the most direct of which is not to strike against them at all, but to strike against their allies. The almighty moderators will have no time to deal with me. It's all they can do to waste their time protecting the citizens.
Your plan will fail, Skara. It hinges on my death in DXI, and that's a big error.
Oh, so much
I think
posturing.
not. That too has been taken care of. It's been a pleasure arranging for your
Yeah, a little bit of a thing here. Scarlet B. King is actually voiced by the same guy who voices Trestcon, so he's actually talking to himself there. Let's see, let's check this locker. It's nothing, It's just a voice acting thing, really. Rockets, yay, nothing. Let's just hack in here. Still not enough skill to hack. Do I have a password? Do I have a password? PDX maintenance, DXI control. Okay. PDX maintenance, DXI control. Did I type that right? What am I doing wrong? Oh, I'm misspelling maintenance. Or is the username misspelling maintenance? There we go. Activate cargo lift. No email or anything here. Right. Oh, that camera, that's why that big thing activated. Okay. So, this is the elevator into the ruins of DXI. Pretty much what the Planet Deus Ex forums were based on. And once I go down there, everything here is going to change. I'm essentially going into the second half of the game, day 2. So,